Picture Lagos at night, the city alive with energy, wedding bells ringing, and over 100 million naira about to be spent. Imagine grand crystal chandeliers dripping with light, casting a warm golden glow over the room. Guests shimmer in vibrant Ankara and delicate ashoke, their colorful fabrics rustling softly as they move. The air vibrates with the infectious rhythm of Ashake Shumba going on somewhere in the background. Shumba blasting through the polished floors, mingling with bursts of laughter and excited chatter. The scent of fresh jasmine flowers blends with the spicy aroma of party jollof and small chops, wrapping the celebration in a comforting embrace. And the bride? She paid for every kobo herself. No sugar daddy, no silent sponsor in sight, just an odogu race. That's the boss woman making her own moves, showing the world how it's done. But when ambition clashes with the tradition and the whole world is watching, what really happens? I am Amaka, and this is Amaka Off Script, where we lay it all out and of course, sip and chat. Sometimes I get Dave, sometimes you know how I just talk my shit. So if you're new here, you're very, very much welcome. Grab your coffee or wine, and hey, if you're driving, tighten your seatbelts because today's tea had me at the edge of my seat when I first heard it. And as always, I'm not alone. Ebuka, my gist partner, fellow NYC survivor, and the devil's advocate is here with me in check. We have survived food, copper wahala, and now the wild world of social media gist together. Ebuka, are you ready for this one?
It's always a pleasure. You've come a long way, Sha. I'm excited to chat with you, okay? Especially today's gist. Here for you.
The pleasure is mine. Coming up, the infamous advice of Veekee James to her sister-in-law on her wedding day that set social media ablaze. We will dive into the backlash, the debates, and what it says really about marriages, gender roles, and women's autonomy in Nigeria. And trust me, Ebuka is here to drag me if I start to talk too much. Hit the follow now so you don't miss out on juicy stories. To understand Veekee James, we have to start at the beginning, Ajegunle. Veekee's story is a true grass-to-grace journey that began in the heart of Ajegunle, Lagos, a place both famous and infamous for its raw energy, diversity, and hustle. Born into a humble family, Veekee lost her father at just the age of 5, leaving her mother, a tailor, to raise her and her 2 brothers alone in a face me, I face you apartment with nothing but a creative mind and a dream to someday reach the stars. Someday. And that she did. Life in Ajegunle was far from easy. No, it's a densely populated, vibrant, and often chaotic neighborhood known for its mix of Nigerians' many ethnic groups and for producing stars, against all odds. The area is marked by poverty, cramped living conditions, and the daily struggle for survival, where families often share one-room apartment and basic comforts like bathrooms are a luxury. Now, for listeners who might not be familiar with Face Me, I Face You, let me describe it. It's this type of shared, often cramped apartment common in Lagos, where several families live in, mostly close quarters, facing each other across narrow corridors. Imagine a family of at least 5 or 7, at least 5, sharing it with kids playing, shouting, no privacy, no quiet, just the daily hustle of survival. Despite these challenges, Ajegunle is also a land of untapped talent and relentless ambition. A place where, as Veekee herself has said, children learn to hustle early, witnessing cycles of poverty, but also moments of hope. For Veekee, this beginning meant hustling for school fees, dodging the pitfalls of her environment, and watching her mother work tirelessly just to keep the family afloat. Yet, it was from this same Ajegunle that Veekee drew her resilience and drive, eventually transforming her story from one who struggles to one of creative triumph and national acclaim.
Nice one. Now you have to give it to her. I definitely know begin so. That place will either make you or break you. But I don't think forcing a child to be a provider is the goal here.
True that. But you see, to those kids that grew in those environments, sadly enough, that was a privilege. But that's besides the point. Veekee once shared in an interview how challenging life was in this part.
I used to sing You Are Yahweh in the bathroom, and one time something slimy touched my leg. Bathing with one eye open was a survival skill.
You know, listening to it now, Veekee's story might sound funny, but trust me, it isn't. It's really about the realities of growing in a place such as that, where privacy and comfort are luxury. She used to be cautious. So cautious because sometimes something slimy, like imagine a poop, might touch her just because she's singing praises and worship, something just slap you.
Wait a minute!
It's actually a mix of humor and hardship that many might relate to. Personally, I would say I have experienced bathing with one eye open, and no, it's not because I was scared that someone's poop would rob me from nowhere. Nah, it wasn't that, but because I was scared of the dark and many other things as a child. Because I don't know, I had a vivid imagination. I was always thinking of something creeping out. So yes, imagine how many times soap entered my eyes because of that. So
Vivid imagination.
yeah, I think I have a bit of understanding of bathing with one eye open.
Child, that's wild. I can't relate.
What can't you relate to? You don't get scared.
No. It was like us now. We don't get fear. We don't fear that easily. You think I'll be opening my eyes and be beating? No, that one is wild though. Sorry, that's not one of my survival tactics, I beg. So now, so don't enter your eye and finish.
Wow.
No wonder your eye is like this.
Wow.
That's why it's so big. But they are still cute though. They're cute. Play your Karishka eyes.
I beg, free me, Jerry. So now you want to tell me you have never been scared of anything in your life? Not even once.
You did doubt me. You doubt my stizo. Okay. Maybe the fear of being so broke that I let my future wife foot the bills.
You know, I see what you did there. But you see, that's the kind of grit and resilience in the foundation of her boss move today.
She deserves an accolade. The story is different. But to think of it, Ajegunle will be more. Kudos to her. Then coupled with an unhealthy, slimy shit thrown at you.
Ew.
When it's traumatic.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, now I remember I had a friend of mine who once grew up in Ajegunle. He was spoiled there. Almost unbearable. He grew up in Ajegunle. You might remember him.
So you see, Wala. You know, I don't know your friends, right?
Joe, you know him. We recently hung out together this Christmas. We clubbed now. That guy now.
Wait, is it T?
Yes, now.
Oh, that's a lie. He comes from a rich family. Abi, it's not him.
Deeply. But yes, he comes from a rich family. But believe it or not, he stayed in Ajegunle for a while.
Oh, really? What was the story?
Dude. So, apparently, there was this time in our life, no, his life, he was getting into too much trouble. You know now, he's full of exuberance, we party, we go out, we went separate pretty much at that time. So at that period, one of his girlfriends got pregnant.
Ha!
Exactly. And you know how it is with our typical Nigerian dads now. He felt this guy must have, he has too much freedom and he needed to teach him a lesson. Anyways, long story short, he wanted to experience life and found himself in Ajegunle. His experience was always so. That comfort, no be small. He wise though. Because before he even went to the streets, he tried squatting because I told you now we're inseparable at that period. But me, my parents could not allow me. Plus, Popsy used to tell me, you know now, he was rich, I wasn't. We were barely average family. So he always told me, see, poor people know they give that to food. Don't even try it. Do you know, even to worsen it, at that period when all these things happened, my mom literally came into my room. Tell me why my mom came into my room in the middle of the night with Bible and told me never to try it. I'll be the only one to raise the child.
Yeah, I totally see your mom doing that. She's that woman. A queen and mom. Wow. You know, I wouldn't have known. But what of that girl?
You mean his babe back then? They broke up now. They didn't end up together. But his families contributed largely, that I remember. I know. They covered up every bills the lady needed. And also the parents were not poor. Also the parents of the girl, they also chipped in, but till date, he still takes care of it. He had to show up. But Ajegunle really humbled my guy. You can't even afford to be slow. It was the street smartness.
You see, that's what makes Veekee a boss babe that she is today, because this was the struggle that sets the stage for everything that follows. But here's the twist. Veekee's journey isn't just about hustle. It's about challenging traditions that don't always fit modern women. And while we are being honest, that challenge comes with a price. So from Ajegunle tough streets to the spotlight of Lagos elite, Veekee's story is one of resilience, ambition, and breaking molds. Veekee didn't just throw a wedding, she paid every kobo herself alone in Nigeria. That's radical. Some called her the husband for footing the entire bill, while others praised her for challenging traditional gender roles. Either ways, she made a statement. And with celebs wedding like Davido and Chioma, Sharon Oja happening the same year, the pressure was real. 2024 was indeed the year of tormenting singles. They didn't want us to breathe, oh. Nah. They were just showing us different pictures here and there. Some people were just on Instagram blog crying, God, when? Aww. Others were comparing money spent on each wedding. And please, don't even get me started with those that borrowed their last 200 naira credit to call other people poor on an empty stomach.
Juju be that.
Including online in-laws. You see those ones? They have their own special seats. Report from Lagos Business School found that social media influences about 60% of couples to spend beyond their means on wedding. The pressure to keep up online often pushes people to make extravagant choices just to impress followers and family alike. And you know our Niger aunties. Trust them to be like, so you paid for your own wedding? Is your husband okay with that? Sometimes folk get a little too invested in other people's life, and it's a Nigerian thing not to mind your business. You know those aunties. Especially on social media, but hey, everyone's journey is their own. And then when people found out Veekee James was really a young woman and Odogures in her own right, that increased the fake outrage. Like, not every woman would marry an Odogo, to be fair. Okay? If she likes it, she'll like it for her. Although when people started digging deeper into Femi's history, especially after it was revealed about Veekee's fight with her former bestie, one nigga, which I will touch on much later, some started saying, I told you he's a gold digger and probably a Yoruba demon. And for those of you who don't know, Yoruba demon is a slang for charismatic but promiscuous men known for breaking women's hearts everywhere they go. I can't confirm yet, but rumors has it that all femmes are Yoruba demons. So let me know if you agree in the chats. While the wedding was with the talk of the town, Veekee surprised everyone by stepping into a new role as a marriage counselor. Let's unpack that. Just barely 2 weeks into marriage, Veekee proudly announced that she have acquired her counselor's degree certificate as a marriage counselor since she's married, and spoke about cooking for her husband every morning. Like, sis. I was like, girl, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? But you know what? Some people admire her enthusiasm, and others, rightfully so, wondered if a freshly newlywed can truly claim expertise on marriage. Some of our mothers were like, come, Veekee, calm down. Like, you literally want to tell me that every time you come back from work, you are cooking for your husband. Nay, please let us breathe. It's okay. We get it. Some of us have spent 20 years in this marriage and we know that that's unrealistic. And let's be honest, she has time by herself, you know. You know this lady that came out at the time, she all pedicured, all manicured, and all wearing her designers, preparing meal with a monotone voice, talking about how she prepares meals from scratch to the end. Like, she literally cooks and prepares water. Yeah, people were like, you know what, we've seen your kind. This is social media, okay? And I don't know, people who chew it up. I mean, some people literally do believe these influencers. It's content period. People are going to say anything to make their quick buzz. It's for you to decide if you want to believe everything at your own periphery. I mean, we've heard this before. But we're like, okay, let's move on. But before we could say Jack Robinson, the real experienced married women were like, what is she talking about, girl? Calm down. It's not that deep. Besides, we know say they carry men for head now. Now for shoulder. Because if men stay your agbada.
Wow. I mean, she's a wife. But I just think she was extremely excited for being freshly taken out of the market. It wasn't that deep.
Yeah, exactly. That's caused so many bombastic side eyes anyways. Sometimes, if not for socials, we wouldn't discover how foolish our faves can be. Just because someone is rich or successful, that doesn't always mean they have all the answers or something upstairs. So why following your celebrity? Sometimes just be like, okay, I hear you, you're cute, you're successful, but maybe you should just stick to the business that pays you and you understand very well, because she's a good designer. Stop misplacing your priorities. But hey, to each his own.
Abi?
Yes, because a lot of times people have that misconceptions. Sometimes, especially now, some keyboard warriors have parasocial relationship with their faves, and they literally eat up everything that is sold to them on socials. Like, imagine Messi Johnson coming on social media and telling us it's slimming tea that made her slim down. That does not relate to this, but you get my point. But others said fresh perspective can be valuable, and that lived experience isn't just about years, but about insight and empathy. Okay. And just when we thought we had escaped from the shackles of Veekee's advice, she decided to go for the jugular. Content note: this section discusses sexual pressure, and listeners' discretion is advised. Oh, as my aunt would say, if you can handle the heat, leave the kitchen. So, in this crazy week that there was, Veekee James took it upon herself to advise her sister-in-law in her wedding. So please, just open your legs and let him do the remaining work. Oh yes, she did. And just in case you doubt it, let me play it for you real quick.
Our mothers have said more than enough. Yes. But just so that you will not think, it's only days advice. Let me join. At least almost 1 year and 6 months experience in marriage.
Please, a round of applause.
She said, don't deny your husband these things. It's not denying. Sometimes you might be tired. Too tired that you cannot move. Truly, it's not as if you're angry. You're not angry. Because mommy said, oh, no matter how you're angry, sometimes you are really tired. The last thing you want is for somebody to touch you. Some days, you will see that if you don't do that thing, you can go and die inside the bathroom. Yeah. My sister, just lie down and open. You don't need to do any work. Just make the crooked way straight.
He shock you.
When this clip made it out, the internet was in shock. People were like, what the hell is this? Like, women are going through a lot already. Why bring this at this moment? The country is at so disarray. Women are juggling different jobs. Every Eke market day, someone is coming out from the woodworks, giving us advice and making it look like our life does not mean anything. What do you mean by just open your legs and make the crooked way? Like, someone like, are you serious? So that he will not go and die? Like, is this oxygen? Is sex oxygen? Why is it that if I don't make the crooked way open, it has to be he will die? Like, he will leave me and go somewhere else. Someone will like, see, if you like, hit yourself, raise your legs up and keep bouncing in the air, defiling all matters of gravity just to satisfy him. The man that will still want to go outside, he will go out there, and nothing you do, none of your genital meet and greet prowess or quack expertise will make him glued to you. And besides, isn't that sad? Indeed, this advice sparked intense debate. Some felt it was reinforced traditional expectations that women must always show up in a marriage, while others saw it as a call to nurture commitment. It is a complex conversation about balancing personal well-being and relationship duties, if you ask me.
So even when she's exhausted, she's expected to just lay it all out.
Most especially then. Because if you don't do it, your husband might die. Or worse, find another woman.
And do couples even talk about this before marriage? Or do people just assume that women will comply?
That is the question, isn't it? Because if we are honest, this pressure isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and cultural. And while we are still stewing on it, here is the truth. Women are often expected to sacrifice their needs to keep the peace. But what if peace means silencing yourself?
A month ago, I said Veekee James is a pick-me, and people were dragging me. Yeah, she's a very talented designer. But once she opens her mouth, wow, about a man, it's just exhausting. It's crazy. It's crazy. Women like her are the reason where Christian brothers just get away with abuse. They just do whatever they want because of women like her. The sad part is that she has a very large platform and she keeps talking trash and bullshit. Yes, she talks trash and bullshit when it comes to marriage. She has no experience. She's overly excited like a toddler. And she's a pick-me. Pick-me women like her would always be an embarrassment to women in general, women in Christianity, career women, women who are in the level at which she is in the business world. I wish people can advise her to just keep quiet when it comes to marriage because she makes no sense. She sounds a bloody pick-me, a danger to a girl child, a danger to herself, a danger to women. Veekee James is out here talking about if you're tired and your husband wants X, you should just lie there and open your leg. The hell is she talking about? The hell is she talking about? As usual. She never makes any sense when it comes to marriage or men. Like, almost she hasn't seen prick in her life before. It's ridiculous. Again, people will start insulting your mothers. But I said it, I will say it again. She's a pick-me. A dangerous one. Now she's encouraging grape. Just lie there, even if you're dead, lie there. Even if you just had a baby, lie there. Even if you're on your period, lie there. The hell.